Good morning, everyone. I'm Judge Blake Adams. We're here for civil motion hearings this morning. We have a few cases on the docket this morning. Give me one moment. We're going to admit another person into the room. All right. Okay. The first case I'd like to call is Naples HMA LLC doing business as Physicians Regional Medical Center v. Georgiana Volsi.
Christopher Bidoff for the plaintiff. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Bidoff. Do I have Ms. Volsi or someone representing her present?
I do show there's a personal injury attorney that has been in contact with our office but has not formally noticed in, and I don't think we have service yet either. Correct. Ms. Volsi is currently non-served, Your Honor.
Okay, I see that. All right. We're here on plaintiff's motion to extend time for service. Is that right? Or motion to amend the complaint?
This is kind of a strange situation, Your Honor. There's been insurance information provided by Ms. Volsi's personal injury counsel. It was an automobile policy that the facility tried to bill. When they received that information, they removed a self-paid discount, which was originally applied to Ms. Volsi's account because there was no health insurance. Once we received the auto insurance, that self-pay discount was removed, which increased the balance on the account. That led plaintiff to attempt to amend their complaint. However, it turns out the first amended complaint was not actually filed in full candor, Your Honor. So that's why the current motion before the court is styled second amended complaint. That was an error.
Okay.
So essentially where we are now, Your Honor, is the self-pay discount. The facility would like to add it back because the auto insurance benefits are exhausted. So the account is now considered self-pay again. So we're essentially going back to the original complaint. The amount actually, I suppose, just due to the accounting adjustment, it's actually 1 cent difference is the only difference between the original complaint and the complaint that's styled plaintiff's second amended complaint. So it's a bit of a unusual situation, but as of now, the plaintiff has the principal amount confirmed, and we'd like to proceed forward with the complaint.
So you don't need to amend the complaint, is what I'm getting.
There is a 1 cent difference, Your Honor, just from that adjustment being added, and then for some reason when it was taken back, I suppose just because of the rounding, there's just a 1 cent difference in our system.
All right. Okay, I'll go ahead and grant leave to amend the complaint then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. If you could send a proposed order to my judicial assistant in Word document form, that would be great.
Understood. Will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Did you have anything else on today's docket?
Well, we're still out for service.
Okay, I think I signed an order granting.
If that's been taken care of, then we'll proceed with trying to perfect service, and that's all.
Yeah, an order was entered in June. Of course, that was for 120 days. So did you file another motion to extend service?
I can't.
No, looks like the last one was in June, so you're probably due for another one.
Understood. I will address that, Your Honor.
Okay.
With the order.
Very good. All right. Thank you, Mr. Bidoff.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
You too. All right. The next case I'm going to call, let me see who I've got in the courtroom. Let me go to Give me one moment here. All right, the next case I'll call on is Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company as subrogee for Edward Davenport v. Michael Wendling, Super Suds Mobile Wash and Detail LLC and Arbor Properties LLC, 18 SC 2794.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dana Brown on behalf of Allstate.
Good morning, Ms. Brown. All right, do I have anyone here for the defendant? We've got a couple people in the courtroom who didn't change their profile name. Person whose screen name is 768150. Can you tell me your name? Ma'am, that's you in the, looks like a blonde wood chair, glasses, sweater, gray sweater. No response. All right, person whose phone number is 239-287-8581. Can you unmute your device and tell me your name?
Yo no hablo en inglés.
Do you have an interpreter?
Yo no entiendo el inglés.
Señora, ¿cómo se llama?
Mayra Pereira.
Your Honor, this is Joan Wadler for Suncoast Credit Union. I believe she is on my case.
Okay. Thank you for your assistance there, Ms. Brown.
No problem. I have limited Spanish.
Me too. Okay, and then did person on the phone, 239-287-8581. Could you unmute your device, please? You'll have to, I think, press *2. Are you there?
Good morning. Yes, here.
Can you tell me your name?
Luis Barahona.
All right, thank you. We'll call your case in a moment.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right, Ms. Brown, it doesn't appear that we have the defendants present in your case. We're here on a motion for failure to comply with the court sanctions.
Correct, Your Honor. At this point, I've had this happen one time before and then found out that opposing counsel was deceased, where there was just no response. I don't have any reason to believe that here. I'm just bringing it to the court's attention that we just haven't had any response through 8 phone calls, emails, and motions. So I'll proceed, but I just, for an actual attorney to just not respond is quite strange.
Well,
I don't know what's going on.
I'm not showing that there's an attorney of record for the defendants any longer.
Oh, okay. Then that would make sense. Okay. There was an attorney with a firm for a considerable period of time.
Okay.
I don't know why they wouldn't have just said they're not still on the case. But just being fully transparent with the court. We had a Matthew Jones at attorneyshapiro.com. So, and that was an attorney. That's who we've been serving.
Hang on a second. Let me look and see what's going on.
No problem.
I don't see that a notice of appearance was ever filed on behalf of any of the defendants.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Your Honor. I filed this based on what I've just previously said. We reached out through numerous emails and calls. We sent an executed release, which was sent by the attorney Matthew Jones, Esquire, of Attorney Shapiro. That was the correspondence, and we received the order from this court on October 30th, 2020 to enforce granting our motion to enforce settlement. And we haven't heard anything since, so we had no other option but to file our motion for sanctions. We'd settled this, there was an executed release. We were really just trying to have that completed so we can move on and close our file. But in lieu of that, the motion for sanctions was the only other relief that we could seek to have, other than just withdrawing it completely and setting it for trial. So our hopes were today to be able to get someone on the other side to at least explain what's going on. We've had no answers, and see if the court had anything else. You know, the sanctions I'd be seeking would probably only be an hour or so of my time, because to be frank, these motions don't take much, don't take long to prepare. So I'm not before Your Honor asking for hours upon hours. There's no travel because we're doing Zoom, but we are in a point where my client doesn't know, we enter into agreements and under the understanding that they'll be upheld, and now we've hit a bit of a brick wall. So this is what's going on.
Okay. Give me a moment here, another moment. In your motion, it states that on December 27, the case was settled with Arbor Properties. I don't see a settlement agreement that was filed in the court file. Are you aware of whether or not one was filed?
One moment, Your Honor, I'm reviewing as well. I believe, no, I believe that's referring to the pretrial conference being continued pending settlement. I wasn't the attorney on record of January 2nd, 2019, but in reviewing my notes, that the pretrial conference with counsel for Arbor Properties was continued pending the settlement, that they had already signed and executed a release by the pretrial conference date. And then it doesn't appear that the attorney before me had signed or filed an actual settlement agreement, that would have been done at the pretrial conference orally to inform the court that they didn't need any trial dates because they were pending settlement. They had already received the release. The release was executed on January 2nd, 2019. And then from there, it's just been efforts to actually to receive the payment for that release.
I guess I'm a little unclear which court order you're referring to that the one or more defendants are not in compliance with.
Okay, one moment, Your Honor. I have that. This would be your motion says on December 14th, an order was signed granting plaintiff's motion to enforce settlement. I don't see that in the court file. That should be, one moment.
I do, okay, I think you might have the dates wrong.
I believe it was a scrivener's error, Your Honor. There was October 14th of 2020 was the motion to enforce, which was granted by this court on October 30th. So I believe that's a scrivener's error in the motion. I apologize for that.
That's okay. All right, I see the order now. All right. All right, and what sanctions are you requesting?
Your Honor, I'll be requesting an hour of my time that would include the time to draft the motion to enforce, draft the motion for sanctions, and correspondence in between the motion to enforce and today's date, which based on virtual representation would be an hour. My rate is $150 an hour, Your Honor.
So $150 in attorney's fees. What else?
That's it, Your Honor. To be candid with the court, I'm still trying to figure out if something's gone awry with this particular attorney, and had every anticipation that the person would appear. So it's really just the time it takes to chase after this relief from my client, who would prefer to just have the relief. And
well,
if anything else comes about, we'll
do you want a default final judgment? I mean, it sounds like they're in default.
At this point, Your Honor, yes, I think that would be the only remedy that would be helpful to my client. We've gone through every other available remedy.
All right, and so the default, and this is just against Arbor Properties, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. All right, I find the defendant Arbor Properties LLC in default of the stipulation.
And we have about 10 days to present documents to the court.
Sure. You need 10 days.
We're down an assistant, so I just want to give her a little bit more time.
Okay, sure. All right, I'll give the plaintiff 10 days to file the appropriate affidavits.
Thank you,
And
Your
then
Honor.
at that time, you can send me a proposed order, a final judgment in default for failing to comply with the stipulation, including attorney's fees of $150 and any costs associated with the motion and order.
Thank you, Your Honor. Will do.
All right, very good. All right, thank you, Attorney Brown. After you filed those affidavits, just send over that proposed final judgment to my judicial assistant.
Will do. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Brown.
Have a good day.
All right, thank you, you too. All right, let me go to Ms. Wadler. So this is Suncoast Credit Union v. Myra Pereira Martinez, 19 CC 1717.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joan Wadler for the plaintiff, and I do not speak Spanish.
Okay, I don't either. Give me one moment, let me check something.
Good morning, Your Honor. I can always help if needed. I do speak Spanish,
Thank you, Ms. Portilla. If you wouldn't mind helping us out a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're here on the plaintiff's motion for order of contempt.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Ms. Wadler. Is that
Thank you.
For failing to complete a fact information sheet?
That's correct, Your Honor. Your Honor, judgment was entered in August of last year, August 25th of last year. We have not yet received a completed fact information sheet. At this point, Your Honor, perhaps Your Honor would entertain an order to compel. And I believe we have a Spanish version of the fact information sheet that we could send attached to the order, if that would help Ms. Pereira Martinez out.
Okay. Ms. Portilla, if you wouldn't mind assisting me for a moment, could you ask Ms. Pereira Martinez why she has not completed the fact information sheet?
Buenos días, señora. Le está preguntando el juez que por qué no ha completado la hoja de los hechos que le estaban pidiendo.
No sé lo que me están hablando.
Una hoja donde usted tenía que llenar información como de los hechos, de lo que pasó.
Aquí no me llegó. No, a mí me llegó para que pusiera una hoja donde pusiera porque yo dejé de pagarlo. Esa hoja yo se la llené y la envié. ¿Ven? Pero...
¿A dónde la envió?
A la dirección que me daban en el sobre.
Your Honor, she's stating that she filled out a form that she received on the mail, and she actually sent it over to the address requested.
Your Honor, I don't have any record of having received anything. I don't know when she would have done that.
Okay.
The only thing I saw in our file was her answer to the original complaint, which was written in Spanish.
Okay. Ms. Pereira Martinez, are you still at 10565 Noah's Circle, apartment 112?
¿Todavía vive en esa dirección de Noah Circle? Yes, she does.
Okay. If we sent you over a fact information sheet in Spanish, would that assist you in completing that and getting it back to the plaintiff's attorney?
Si le mandan una forma en español, ¿usted cree que la pueda llenar y enviársela a la oficina de la señora?
Sí, cómo no.
Okay. All right. All right, Ms. Wadler, I'm gonna, well, are you amending your motion for order of contempt then?
Yeah, we'll call it since she's here, Your Honor, we'll call it yes, sir, or a tennis amendment to make it for a motion to compel.
All right, your tennis motion is granted. All right, and I'll grant the motion to compel. And I'll order that Ms. Pereira Martinez, how many days do we need to give her, Ms. Wadler?
Whatever, how does she need 20 days? Does that work for her?
Let's go with, is 30 days okay?
Sure.
Let's do 30 days. All right, Ms. Pereira Martinez, I'm gonna grant the plaintiff's motion to compel and require you to complete the fact information sheet within 30 days and send that to the plaintiff's attorney, and that form will be in Spanish.
Dice que le van a enviar la forma, que esté pendiente, que la va a recibir a su dirección y que le va a dar 30 días el juez para que usted lo antes posible, ¿no? Que la llene y la mande a la dirección de lo que están poniendo el caso.
Okay.
All right, you'll receive a copy of that in the mail from the court once we receive it from the plaintiff.
La corte se lo va a enviar directamente.
Y entonces la dirección a la que tengo que enviarlo es a la misma que trae afuera el sobre.
She's asking if the address she needs to return the paperwork is the same address that is going to be on the envelope.
No.
Your Honor, can I give her our office address?
Yes.
Prepárese para que apunte la dirección, señora, por favor.
812 West Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, Suite 101, Tampa, Florida, 33603.
And I'm sorry, you said Martin Luther King.
8112 West Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Boulevard.
Yes,
Okay.
Suite 101. And it's Tampa 33603.
Ok, entonces para que la apunte la dirección. ¿Tiene con qué apuntar?
Sí.
Ok, es 812 West. Se escribe W-E-S-T. Y después separado DR. Martín, M-A-R-T-I-N. Luther es L-U-T-H-E-R. Y separado King, K-I-N-G. Separado J-R. Y separado Boulevard, B-L-V-D. Suite, tiene una suite, como un apartamento. Suite, S-U-I-T. Suite, se escribe suite. 101. Y eso queda en Tampa, coma, FL. Y el zip code, el código postal es 33603. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ms.
You're
Portillo.
welcome.
Thank you so much. Your Honor, how should we get that order to you?
So if you'll email that to my judicial assistant, and if you could include the fact information sheet that you have in Spanish, and then when we mail a copy of the order to Ms. Pereira Martinez, we'll include that fact information sheet in there with it.
Very good. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Butler. Thank you, Ms. Pereira Martinez, and thank you again, Ms. Portillo.
Oh,
Yes,
Marcos.
thank you, Ms. Portilla.
Oh, my
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Take care.
Ms. Pereira Martinez, you're free to go.
Ya se puede desconectar, señora. Ya terminó la corte. Gracias.
Ok, gracias.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Let me go to Ms. Portilla, and that is Portilla v. Barahona, case number 20 SC 2835, and we have Mr. Barahona on the phone. Mr. Barahona, are you there? Okay. All right.
No.
Can you hear us okay?
Yes, I'm here clear, yes.
Okay. All right, one moment. Let me pull up the case. Ms. Barahona, is there a reason why you did not appear at the January 13th non-jury trial?
The reason I'm missing that day, I don't receive any information about what is the next day. With the first meeting, they said they're gonna send me information about that, and I'm missing the paper, so I don't receive nothing notification the new court. After that, receiving that day for today.
All right, I'm showing that on December 16th, my office sent a notice to you regarding the January 13th court date, and I'm showing that it was not returned. And we sent that to the same address as the notice for today.
Okay.
What would you like for the court to do today, Mr. Barharona?
Excuse me, Honor.
What would you like for the court to do today? We found you in default for your failure to appear at the last court date. So today is the day for Ms. Portilla to provide me with evidence as to how much you owe her for finding for her, since you were not present, but you're present here today. So what would you like the court to do today?
Hello.
Can you not hear me?
Now I hear you, yes. Now I hear it clear.
Okay, so I said on January 13th, you were not present for the non-jury trial. So the court found you in default for failing to appear and ordered that the case be set for today so Ms. Portilla could prove her claim against you. You're here today. What would you like to do today?
When Miss Portilla and me, we signed a paper like the last time we have a meeting and we talking about that. We agree with her on the paper notarized. She made it, and she said she gonna complete the project, and we clear about that, and she gonna remove in the complaint, the action, the claim, whatever it is, and she said we in peace, so we clear. So I trust her and sign it. I got my copy. She got the copy. The day she signed it with a notarized, the notarized person is not there, but she give you the seal. She can use it, and she can call me on the phone. It's a friend of her working for her. And I say, not a problem. I don't like a problem. I want to be final with this case, and if that's what you want, go ahead. It's not a problem. We can make a deal on that. We got a paper. She got the copy, and she gave a copy to me. Say, you don't owe me money. I don't owe you nothing, so I'm going to complete it. The rest of the money that I owe you, it's like 7,000 something. I'm going to complete it, that part. On the project, the claim she putting on there. Now, after in December or whatever, the first meeting,
Okay, Mr. Barharona, let me stop you. You're not really answering my question here. I'm asking you,
okay.
What would you like the court to do today?
I'm not clear what the question, Honor.
So I found for Ms. Portilla at our last court date because you were not present. You're present today.
Okay.
Okay. So right now you're in default and Ms. Portilla is requesting $8,000. The only excuse you've given me that the reason that you missed the last court date was because you claim you didn't receive notice.
I don't receive the notice, yes. That's it.
So I guess my question is, are you in an agreement that you're in default, or are you requesting the court to vacate the default and reset this for trial?
Oh, yes. Reset for trial, yes.
Do you have the ability to appear via video?
I'm not too good on that, but I can try.
Well, there's no try. You have to appear via video for trial.
Okay. I can find a way to do that, no problem.
What is your address?
4200 20 Place, Southwest, Naples, Florida 34116.
All right. That's the address we have on record for you. I don't know why you would not have received the notice. Ms. Portilla, what's your position on Mr. Barahona's request to vacate the default and reset this for trial?
To be honest, I'm not sure what's the best option, Your Honor, that you recommend. I'm not familiar. This is my first time actually submitting a small claim, so I'm not sure. Well, I know that everything I sent to that address and he received, so I don't know.
Well, I will tell you that the Florida Rules of Small Claims Court, as well as case law from our appellate courts, want us to be very liberal with motions to vacate defaults in small claims. They'd rather us hear the claims on their merits rather than granting defaults when a defendant does wind up showing up for court. Let me look at my calendar here.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, if we can get this settled today, I'm happy with that. I wouldn't really want to wait. I mean, I've been waiting for so long.
Do you want an opportunity to try to speak to Mr. Barahona to try to reach a settlement agreement?
I already did several times. I even asked him to go to my house and show me where the skimmer that he was supposed to put is, and he just never did. He never answered the phone again. We went to mediation and all, and he said he wasn't able to do anything. I was able to actually settle for less when that happened, but he never responded. It's just a, sense of not responsibility. I don't know.
Okay. Mr. Barahona, do you want to try to reach a settlement agreement in this case?
Yes, we're trying to do the first time with Miss Portilla, and she don't want to take the deal. So I'm saying let's go trial because both parties, we agree with that, and then she don't follow the paper we got in. So I got the proof. She signed it, so she owed me money before with that. So I would like to schedule get a deal with her, but sometimes working in the area, they don't have a coverage. She's trying to call me, maybe that time I can answer. So I don't know what's the best way we can fix this.
All right, well, it sounds like the best way is to go to trial. All right, let me look at my calendar. Give me one moment to check with my judicial assistant. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, Ms. Portier, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grant the defendant's motion to vacate the default and order that this case be set for non-jury trial. And we're going to set that on March 24th. Right now, I don't have a time. My judicial assistant, I guess, went to lunch. So I'll have to get a time from her for that. And I know that we're trying to schedule those about every half hour, starting at 9 through, I think 11 or 11:30, and then starting back up again at 1:30. So it'll either be morning or afternoon. I'm not sure what time, but that will be included in the order once I have a time from my judicial assistant, what time we can set it that day, okay?
Sounds good, Your Honor. I have already submitted all the paperwork. Do I need to submit anything else?
Did you also send a copy to Mr. Barahona, what you would be submitting?
No, I don't think I sent it to him.
Okay, you'll need to send him copies of anything you plan on admitting at the trial.
Sounds good.
Okay, Mr. Barahona, if you have any physical evidence that you anticipate providing to the court, you'll need to send that to the court at least 5 days prior to the trial date, and you'll also need to send a copy to Ms. Portilla.
Okay, okay.
All right, Mr. Barahona, you'll need to appear via video on that date, and instructions will be included in the notice. Okay.
No problem.
Okay. All right. Well, I will see you both back March 24th. Thank you again, Ms. Portilla, for your assistance on the other
Thank you, Your
case. I
Honor.
really appreciate it.
Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Take
All
care.
right. Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right. Thank you, Mr. Barahona.
Okay, God bless you, Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay, have a good day.
You too. All right. Sherelle, looks like we covered all our cases for the morning docket.
Yes, Judge. Thank you for making my civil week very smooth for me. So appreciate that. It's different, but it was easy this week. So thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks for your help. So, all right.
Judge,
well,
did you get the exhibit stickers that I sent over?
I don't know. I'll check with Julianne.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll get, I got the one order on Colvin out yesterday, so I'll go ahead and send over the, once we get all the stickers on there, we'll send that over, and then I'm hoping to get the other two done tomorrow.
I appreciate it, Judge.
Okay. All right. Well,